Hey guys, I've got a story to tell you involving substances that you should not do. In this case, today I'll be talking about dip. Well, I mean, technically it isn't dip, it's as my friend likes to remind me, snooze, but they are both pretty similar to each other in that they are both used in the same way. The only difference is how they are made. Dip is fermented while snooze are steamed and salted. A short disclaimer before I continue, though. This story may or may not have been faked because I can fake it, you know? On a completely unrelated note, I'm kind of pissed because I want to record Valorant gameplay for the background of this video, but my laptop can't handle recording and running it. I tried lowering the settings on both my recorder and Valorant itself, but to no avail. So I have to make do with Hollow Knight gameplay recorded a few months back. But I'm getting way off topic, so on to the story. So it was a late summer night, around 8 to 9 p.m., I would say. I was just browsing my laptop, editing a video for CSGO, when all of a sudden one of my friends, who we'll call Ian, sends me a text. Now, I forgot the exact text, but basically he was just asking if I want to hang out with him and some other friends. I respond with, "Yeah, I'm down to hang out with you." And then I proceed to get in my car and drive to his house. The drive there was like pretty uneventful, nothing out of the ordinary happened. After driving for a while, I arrive at his house. I go to his door, it's locked, so I knock on it, then I ring the doorbell. A few seconds later, one of his friends lets me in, and I head on down into the basement where everyone else is. We basically just hang out, talking about what, high schoolers talk about, like our lives, stuff, what we're gonna do next year, what we're currently doing over the summer. You know, we do all of this while playing pool and just chilling out in the basement. When all of a sudden, one of my friends, who we'll call John, pulls out some snooze and asks us if we want some. The brand of snooze that he gave us was called, I believe, he said it was General Wintergreen Snooze. I initially declined his offer, but after some peer pressure from everyone else, because they're like, "Come on, man, you gotta try it, dude. Come on, it's gonna be fun." So in other words, I gave into peer pressure. I take a piece, and after some difficulty, successfully apply it in between my gums. Once the snoo was in my mouth, it was basically the same as before. We just still did the same thing, playing pool and whatnot for the next hour. Although one of my friends did had to leave early though. I can't remember the reason why. After the hour was up, I removed the snooze, and after a few minutes after that, I start to feel a slight rush. Felt like I wouldn't exactly say it was like great or anything, but at the same time it wasn't really bad. But that was about to change because that rush turned into a slight headache, which then quickly developed into nausea as the nicotine hit at once. It was like a truck hit my brain. I found this out later, but apparently you are not supposed to. When you got dip or snooze in your mouth, you're not supposed to swallow your own saliva. You're supposed to spit it out. The nausea is kicking in. I don't feel so good, so I decided to lay down for a bit, hoping I would subside. However, one of my friends, for the guy who gave me the snooze, thought that would be was like thought I was like joking or something that wasn't as seriously, so he starts nudging me with his foot. So I'm over here like it's a crippling headache and the worst pain of my life, and he's just shaking me. However, it all comes to a head where eventually, despite my best efforts, I can't take it anymore. I rush up to the bathroom. The second I rush in, I immediately start opening up the toilet seat and letting forth a stream of vomit.
Like it was bad. We're talking like there were vomit, like just constantly expelling from my mouth, like like that, except much worse. This is all worsened by the fact that not only my vomit looked like some like chunky liquidy soup, I also had sushi for dinner, so it was all black too. It was not pleasant to say the least. This vomit was really intense, and it did not help matters that the bathroom was extremely close to the basement, so they could hear everything. As a result, I heard their laughter. They were laughing while I was puking my guts out in the bathroom. And it was just a mixture of retching and laughing. And eventually, the toilet started to get clogged up from all the vomit, so I had to switch over to the sink. After a while of puking, Ian's sister comes down to see what the commotion is about because apparently I vomited so hard and so long that even she noticed. Because I was just bent over, puking on the sink like there was no tomorrow, although at this point it started to subside. After a while, I eventually recovered enough to stagger on down into the basement. Like when I got there, like they were all asking me if I was okay and stuff like that, but I just wanted to like lay down there and close my eyes and try and sleep. Sometime later, Ian's dad arrives down into the basement to check up on me because apparently his sister told his dad that there was some kid in their bathroom puking like there was no tomorrow. I mean, I think he also asked some of my friends some questions and also me, but I was like so pretty much out of it, so I didn't really answer him. I think Ian went up to clean my vomit. Luckily for him, I think most of it was already like contained in the toilet and sink. There's only a little bit that spilled over. So it was pretty easy to clean up despite the sheer amount of volume of vomit. Eventually, I'm able to fall asleep for a bit, and when I woke up, everyone else was gone, save for Ian, since he lived here. He asked me how I was feeling. I told him I was still a bit fucked from the nausea, and if I could stay here for a bit longer. I think at this point it's like about 11 or something, 11:30 ish. In the time I spent recovering, we just talked about our lives and like what we were doing. Basically, what we were doing back before, like the whole time we were here, except just the two of us. Unfortunately, as the clock neared midnight and I got better, I had to leave. I personally would have stayed longer, but Ian was like, dude, please, you gotta go. Gotta go. You gotta jerk off now. You'll be fine. You can go now. Like he wanted me to drive back just because he wanted to whack one out and rush the car ride. I was expecting to like crash into a ditch or another person, but it actually went pretty smoothly and I got home without incident. I like got home, took a shower, went to sleep. I slept off the not little nausea I had left, and in the morning when I woke up, I got a text from him asking if I was okay, and I was. So yeah. Anyways, that about sums up my drug story. So now that this is the end, I'm obligated to tell you guys to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on notifications and all of that jazz. And I'll see you guys next time, I guess. Peace.